This is a class which introducing the geometric progression. So before we are introducing the geometric progression, we have to know about what a sequence, then what is progression, then what is mean by the series. So for that, a sequence is arrangement of numbers be like 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, then we have to select a 15. So there is any kind of a specific order. We are selecting some random numbers. So this is known as a sequence. So we can say that the first position is occurred by this number 2. The second position is occurred by this 3. The second number or third number, which is 5, we can numbering it like this is the fourth one, this is the fifth one. So if we can say like this, then we can say that this is a kind of sequence. Now we are moving to the progression. So apart from the sequence, a progression means if we are implementing some laws on sequences, then we are saying that it is a progression. Either we are adding a particular number in each preceding one, then we will take that it is an arithmetic progression. Now we are focusing on the geometric progression. For that progression, we have first term. So there will be a first term, like this is as a first one, the second one. For the second one, the second term, which is getting by the first term, is multiplying with a particular kind of a number, which is represented by common ratio. And the third term, we have the third term in the sequence, but we are concentrating on the progression. So for in the third term, which is from the preceding one. Which one is the preceding one? The second term is the preceding one. The second term is again multiplying with the same common ratio. Now what will be the fourth one? Fourth term will be the preceding term is the third term, which is multiplying with the common ratio. Okay, so this is the formation of this geometric progression, which is represented by GP. Okay, so in general, the first term is represented by A, small letter A, and the common ratio is represented by R. Now we can write it as the first term of the GP, which is A, the second term, which is the first term, is multiplying with the common ratio. So first term is A, and which is multiplying with the common ratio, so it is AR. The third term, which is, we know that the third term is second term is multiplying with the common ratio. So second term, what is the second term? Which is AR, and it is multiplying with the common ratio R. So AR into R. R into R makes AR square. Okay. Now if we have to find the fourth term is getting by the third term is multiplying with the common ratio. So fourth term, which is obtained by, what is the third term? Third term is AR square, which is multiplying with the common ratio as again R. So R square into R makes AR cube. Okay. Now considering the general term, or which is represented by the nth term, by analyzing this all terms, when we are looking at the first term, it is only A, which is the term. The second term, which is A, is multiplying with R. Okay, so if it is simply R, then the power is taking as 1. Okay, 1 as the power. The third term is AR square. So noting that if it is second term, then the R power is 1 less than the 2, the second one. The third term, which is AR square, so this 2 is when we are compared with the third term, which is third minus 1, which is AR square. Then if we are concentrating on the fourth term, then the power is 4 minus 1, which is 3 here. So in general, the nth term of GP, which is AR raised to, if it is 4, then it is 3, 3, then it is 2, 2, then it is 1. So if it is n, then it is n minus 1. Okay. So the nth term of GP is represented by AR raised to n minus 1. Okay. Now we are considering some examples. For if we are selecting the first term is 1, then 1 is multiplying with common ratio 2, then that number is multiplying with again this common ratio 2 and obtaining the corresponding geometric progression, and which is 1 into 2 makes 2, 1 into 2, that is 2 here, which is the second term, and again it is multiplying with the 2, so 2 times 2, which is 4. Then next will be 4 times 2, which is 8, and next one 8 times 2, which is 16, and etc. will be the corresponding GP. Okay, so the common ratio is taken as R here. Now we can take another kind of GP, be like 3, 3, 3, 3, etc. Is that a GP? GP? Yes, because the first term is taken as 3, the first term is 3, again it is, the second term is again it is 3. Then what the number which is multiplying with the 3 gives you 3, which is 3 times the common ratio, which is taken as 1. Again the second term is multiplying with 1, again we will get it as 3, 3 is multiplying with 1, and again we will get it as 3. So which is a constant GP with common ratio 1. That means if there is any kind of numbers, the first term is repeating for all the next term, then it is called the common ratio will be always 1. Okay. Now we can consider the common ratio like a fraction. If I am taking 2 is the first term, and if I am selecting the common ratio, which is 1 by 2, then what will be the GP? What will be the GP? How can we find the GP? So first term is given as 1, 2. Then the second term which is represented by A2. A2 is getting by the first term into the common ratio. The first term is 2 and common ratio is 1 by 2. 2 and 2 will be cancelled out and the answer will be 1. Now the third term, which is represented by A3. A3 is getting by what will be the preceding one, and it is multiplying with the corresponding common ratio. And what is A2? A2 we just obtained it as 1 is multiplying with the common ratio, which is 1 by 2 given in the question. 1 is multiplying with the 1 by 2, will get 1 by 2 is the answer. Okay. Now we will find the fourth one and we will write what will be the GPS. The fourth one is A4. A4 is obtained by the third term is multiplying with the common ratio. And what is the third term, which is 1 by 2 is multiplying with the common ratio is again 1 by 2. How we can multiply this? The numerator should be multiplied together. 1 into 1 divided by the denominators as well, that is 2 into 2. So it will be 1 into 1, which is 1 divided by 4, which is the fourth term. Now we are writing the GP as, first we have the A1, the first term, then we have A2, then A3, A4, etc., which is A1, which is the first term, which is 2, then A2 is 1, then we have 1 by 2, A4 is 1 by 4, and it is continuing. Okay.